Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another Inside Lowell podcast. I am your host, Teddy Panos, coming to you from the WellPoint Studios here in beautiful, historic downtown Lowell. Unicare is now WellPoint. New name, same commitment to Massachusetts and to its members. At WellPoint, your whole health is their whole point. And we thank our friends at WellPoint for helping to make this podcast possible. We want to thank all of our sponsors for making all of our Inside Lowell podcasts possible. Among them, our friends at the Washington Savings Bank. Make the switch now to Washington Savings Bank. TMI Properties, the newest member of the Inside Lowell family. From affordable to luxurious, apartments for all. Mahoney Oil, providing warmth and protection since 1925. Francis E. Preventure Insurance, the agency Greater Lowell has trusted for more than 4 decades. The Massachusetts Pirates, bringing all the action and excitement of arena football to the Mill City. And last, but certainly not least, and going to be the topic we're going to talk about on today's podcast, our friends at Boston North Company, locally owned restaurant and retail solutions, making your business more profitable. And joining us here in the WellPoint Studios is the sales manager for Boston North Companies, TJ Lawrence. Did I get the title right?
Yep, sales manager. Right. Yeah, you got
That's what your LinkedIn page said, but I vaguely remember when we chatted like about 6 months ago, you had a longer title in there.
It's narrowed it down for sure.
Good.
So
it cost them a lot of printing on the business cards. But how you doing? How long you been with them?
Good. Been with them about, I'd say 9 or 10 months now. Really settling in, getting things going. So we're excited to talk about our new product today that we are about ready to launch, and it's really exciting that we're ready to go to market with. So
it really is for people like me in the restaurant business. I'm really looking forward to it. Last time you were here, you were actually talking about the launch of your new phone system, a phone system.
Yep.
How has that been received out there now by the folks who've taken it on?
Great. People are loving it. I mean, it really makes that, ordering of the phone or answering of the phone seamless for people. It gives them the automated answering service where they're calling in and saying, thank you for calling, Joe's Restaurant, and, to talk to a team member or to get over, to our online ordering page. You can select different selections. And then while they're on hold, it's giving them the option to listen to people's specials, what's going on, events, all sorts of things. Once they get in touch with somebody, or if they're on hold, we have those great digital wallboard that keeps everybody in queue. There's no more, thank you for calling so-and-so, can you please hold? That doesn't exist anymore. So people are really loving it. So it's working out great.
Am I at least getting a little bit of dentist office music in the background?
Yeah, you're getting whatever you want, frankly. I mean, you can choose kind of whatever you want. I mean, we make it real customizable for anybody, and for any clients that we have that can really choose whatever they want to promote and discuss and talk about with their customers while they're waiting for them to answer the phone. So
love it.
It's awesome. It's a cool program.
Besides the phone systems, and I'm going to ask you to put the POS systems aside.
Sure.
What are some of the other, and you offer literally probably a dozen or so.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we have.
But run down some of them so folks know that you're kind of a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
If you are in the restaurant or retail business.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we offer ATM sales and service. So we have a few different programs with the ATM sales and service, whether you want to purchase your own ATM and fund it yourself, whether you want to purchase it and we fund it for you, or whether you just want to let us put it in your business, we can fund it and own it. So there's different programs there, but depending on how much kickback the restaurant gets monetarily versus how much we charge them for it. So there's different programs there. We also do digital menu boards. So those bright, nice, shiny boards with your logo on them, all your menus, all your pricing, when you walk into a pizza shop or a coffee shop or something like that, versus the old, little stick-on red letters that you have to change every 6 months when you want to change your prices or menu items. Everything's digital. We do all that design for you. Have a great graphic designer on our team. She does an awesome job setting those up. We're actually working on a couple currently right now for a few great restaurants that are going to be opening in the area. We also do credit card processing. Obviously, that comes proprietary with the point of sale, but we do independent credit card processing as well. So if you're a business just looking for some better rates, better service, obviously local service that we offer here, definitely reach out to us. We offer that as well. We come in, we install some terminals in your location, right up and running that day. We keep our rates nice and low for people to make sure they're spending their money where they need to, not on processing credit cards. So those are some of the big ones. We do cash advance funding if you're looking for business loans, etc. We just ventured into new territory. We're doing some menu printing, so physical menus in the restaurants, whether they're to-go menus, large menus, whatever it might be. So that's kind of a new avenue we've been going down as well. So
I think you hit a couple that I wasn't even aware of. And I've been with my family's restaurant has been with you guys for about a decade now, if not longer. But if you don't even accept any of these services and you just use you guys for paper supplies,
right? Paper supplies
you're going to save a ton of money there. I'll vouch for that. But the other thing is, you guys are a local company. The name is Boston North, and you're headquartered out of, is it Westford?
Yeah, right in Westford.
But I will tell people the owner is a Greek boy from Lowell, Massachusetts.
Sure is.
Sam, his dad was president of Holy Trinity Greek Orthodox Church, and that's important because you guys know the communities. And I know there have been times. Listen, you're dealing with technology, right? Computers, things that are reliant on the internet. Something happens, and you pick up that phone, and you immediately are getting somebody on the phone. And they're taking care of your issue, they're addressing it, and sometimes the owner will come out.
He will. He does.
I want to do this to poor George,
he makes an appearance. That's for sure.
I'm like, hey George, I'm running really low on paper supply.
He'll be there with it for
Friday night at 8:30. He's dropping in, and
that's one of the rules we always hang on to: a couple rolls of paper and a few ink cartridges and everything in the back of our cars, just in case we're out. But no, you're exactly right. I mean, that's really the difference between us and these larger companies. And they offer a great product. Don't get me wrong; these larger companies out there, these national companies, and they offer a great product, but the difference between Boston North and them is that we're the local company. We're here. When you call, somebody answers. They're a local person. They're in New Hampshire, Massachusetts. Obviously we service Maine, Vermont, Rhode Island, Connecticut, but our mainstay is Massachusetts and New Hampshire. But when you call, somebody answers that is in this area, ready to help, and if they can't help on the phone, they're on their way to you. So,
the tagline for the business is, if you're not using Boston North, you're paying too much. And I realized that when I made the switch. Damn, I'd been paying too much for 40 some odd years.
Exactly.
So let's talk about this POS system.
Sure.
POS, point of sales. It's what the people working at a restaurant or pizza place, or I guess any other kind of retail business that has one of these, kind of punches in your order, and from there everything kind of works through the system. It goes through the flow to the right line in the kitchen, the right person at the bar, etc. So you guys have worked with third-party POS systems in the past.
So we worked with third party. We've always been a dealership or a local provider of other third party or other point of sale companies. Obviously, we sell Spot On point of sale, Thrive point of sale. Back in the day, we were selling Adello, Soft Touch. So some more older systems. I mean, Spot On is a great system. We love it. Works great. But now we're really excited to announce our own product, which is going to be called 𝒔𝒐𝒊𝒏𝒕 point of sale. It's going to be our own product that Boston North is going to proprietarily provide for the New England area, and we're very excited to launch that. I guess starting now. So
I'm excited. Because my
you're going to be the first one. So
is one of the guinea pigs.
They are.
I kind of went through the process of uploading the menu with your staff one day, and they were like amazing. The work they did. These poor people underpaid for dealing. Trust me, because they like question like why does this happen and that doesn't. I'm like, I don't really know, but they walked through and we eventually got everything right. But what will this system, 𝒔𝒐𝒊𝒏𝒕 point of sale system, what will that do that other prior POS systems don't do?
Sure. So right now, our mainstay focus is quick service restaurants. We're really going to market this. Obviously, your restaurant is a little bit different. You're a full service restaurant, so you're going to be kind of the first test of full service. Really what we like about this program so far, and don't get me wrong, it's very much useful in all facets of restaurants, whether it's quick service, casual, sit down, drive through, delivery, whatever it may be. But we really like the customer facing and the customer experience that it offers with QSR. So the new hardware that we have going in is beautiful 15-inch touchscreen monitors. They have a mirrored monitor on the backside. So when you get that nice customer display, as you're at the counter ordering your food, you're seeing them ring it in. You're seeing them put the modifiers in. You're seeing as the total adds up. Then when you're ready to pay, it shows you your options for payment, cash, credit, gift card, whatever it may be. But it really enhances that experience where it shows you as the employee that's taking your order is ringing it in, that it's being done correctly. So that's a nice feature on it there. It gives you the option to kind of walk through the steps with them, and you can see as your order's going through. So that's really nice.
And that for those of us in the business, that's an important component.
It is.
Those of us who order takeout
Yeah.
or order at a place, because you see all the big boys have it, right? That's what you get at your drive-through windows at a McDonald's or a Wendy's or a Dunkin' Donuts, and that is to ensure order accuracy.
Correct.
Which you're not always getting as a customer when you're kind of putting something in, and you know, sometimes I fat finger things or I hear something wrong. This is a way to stop a mistake before it happens and becomes an issue for the business.
Absolutely. And it's giving them that second layer of defense where, you know, if they do notice, oh, hey, I noticed that you didn't put extra barbecue sauce on my burger, they can go back in and fix it. And what's great about lecg is the ease of entry and the ease of order entry for the employee. It's very simple. Most systems and a lot of the older ones, if you make a mistake, you have to delete the whole order, or you have to delete that whole item. With lecg, you can go in and delete or change individual modifiers. So for example, if you're ringing in a pizza, somebody orders a large pizza, they want, you know, mushrooms, onions, peppers, but then they order 5 other things. And then at the end they say, you know what, I'd like a medium instead. Instead of going back, deleting that whole pizza, re-ringing in, all you need to go is click the item and click medium, and it changes it from a large to a medium. So you don't have to revisit the whole item, re-enter the whole item. Very quick, ease of use, ease of entry for the employee, to give a better experience for the customer, because that's really what it's all about.
Yeah, that's something I noticed as we were going through the menu setup phase. It consolidated a couple of steps, so now I can do it from the same screen and have instead of having to punch a couple of buttons and get to different screens. How does the speed of this work? How does it compare?
It is lightning. We were talking about this earlier. We've tested it and we've seen, you know, in our labs and stuff, and when we have our setups, and it's almost as instantaneous as when you tap or enter or insert that credit card, the receipt's already printing. It's that fast. I've never seen, you know, most of the time you have a little lag, and you tap the card, it processes for a minute, you get the little swirling circle. This is almost instantaneous. It is so fast. The processing is so quick. And again, that's going to speed up the service, and that's going to allow you to serve more customers as the day goes on. So
yeah, because you can, anyone in the business knows there can sometimes be a delay at you know, entering stuff, and then somebody else, another server or another person is waiting behind
standing behind you, waiting.
So speed makes a difference. That means you can get, your customers are happier, but you can also get more of a turnover over the course of a long day. What about so we're talking about the kind of like the touch screens. What about for a place that has servers? And I notice a lot of places now, again, we kind of go to the larger chains, they're coming to your table with some kind of a unit. Will this have that potential? Is that part of the standard, or is it an add-on?
So it's an add-on. I mean, it all depends on, we try to customize it to whatever the client needs. So if they are a full service dining restaurant that wants that speed of service with handhelds, that's something we add in. We kind of customize the packages to everything that they may need. So there's no specific like general setup. It's whatever they need. So yes, we will have the handheld devices. Obviously the benefits of the handheld device is when you're at the table, you're entering the food or you're entering their drinks, and you're sending it right then and there. You're not taking the order, writing it down, having to walk over to the terminal, enter in your number, type in the food, type in the drink, send it. You're doing it right then and there. So you're saving, let's say 5-7 minutes of that. By the time you would have taken that order, gone over, entered it in, some appetizers are already sitting in the window for you. You know what I mean? So, and it also allows for servers to handle more tables, because they're not taking that extra time to go over and enter it in. So you can save on your labor hours, you can save on your server dollars, and you can also allow the servers to take more tables to make more money. So again, we're all in this to make money. It's a business, right? But at the end of the day, the more tables a server takes, or a bartender, the more guests a bartender can serve, the more money they'd make. So if you have these handhelds, it allows them to speed up that speed of service, get those drinks and appetizers and food in faster, wait on more tables, they make more money, the experience goes quicker if the customer wants that, if the guest wants that, and then you can get that another table turn in, so your business is making more money as well. So it kind of benefits everybody.
Music to the ears of any person in the restaurant or food service business. We're chatting with TJ Lawrence. He is the sales manager for Boston North Company, locally owned company offering business solutions for restaurant and retail. And we're talking about their new POS system, the 𝒏𝒐𝒔 POS system, which same name as your phone system, 𝒏𝒐𝒔.
Same thing.
It tells me that there might be a way to integrate the two now, right?
Absolutely. So what's really cool about the point of sale and the phones is that they are a two-way integration. So everything that you need from the phone, everything that the phone would gather, all that information. So phone number, address, name, everything that you're getting ready to do to take a takeout order delivery. Once you get that initial time that they call and you gather all that information for them, it stores it all in your point of sale. So then the next time somebody calls in, you answer the phone, a little button comes up at the top with their name and their phone number and their address. You click that button and it immediately starts a check for them with all their information in it. So instead of having to be on the phone saying, can I get your name? Can I get your phone number? Can I get your address? Every single time, it integrates with it and saves that for you. So you save that step every single time they call back now. It saves their order history. So if somebody calls in and they say they get 3 pizzas every Friday night, you can they call in that Friday. Hey, John, how you doing? Thanks for calling. I see you're going to get your Friday regular. You click a button, boom, it sends it, done. Your phone call is 25 seconds versus a normal 2-minute phone call. So it speeds up the service, again, making things quicker, more efficient for everybody. So
another time-saving component. As they say in the business world, time is money. Right, it's 2024.
Yep.
The world was changing anyway, but then COVID hit, and so much of our food service business now is online ordering and delivery ordering.
Right.
Delivery ordering. How does this work with your system?
Sure, a couple cool features. So we'll start with the delivery option. So we have a really cool feature with this in the avenue of delivery tracking. So customer calls in or places an order online for delivery. You tag it as an order type as delivery, and that order goes to the kitchen. It gets made. Order comes up, it's ready. It's in a separate queue. So as you look at the screen, it will show you, your in-house orders, your takeout, your delivery. The drivers will download an app on their phone. It's called the driver app. And once they're checked in for the day, they are able to now assign deliveries to themselves. So say you have 5 deliveries in the queue and your driver John's ready and you have 3 of them ready. You go into the screen and you tap those 3 deliveries and you assign them to John. John now picks up his phone, he opens the app, and those 3 orders are now tagged and assigned to John. John goes through and he can see each order, what the items are, and he'll go through and check the order, and he'll confirm that all those items are in the order. Once he's confirmed that order, all 3 of those orders, that now goes into another category on your point of sale that says out for delivery, okay? Once he does that as well, the person gets a text message from our point of sale, from us, that says your delivery has been processed and it's now out for delivery. If you'd like to track this delivery, click this link. They click the link, it brings them over to a map, and it will show them where the driver is and as they're coming to their house. There's different settings you can set, so it will alert them when they're a mile away, so they know they're approaching. They can put their photos on there so they know who the delivery driver is, a little sense of security, so they know who's coming up to the door. And then you can also give an option to ask for some feedback after once they've delivered it. So once he delivers the food, you mark it as delivered. It will then shoot over to the point of sale and it will go into the delivered category. So that will be like a closed check and it will say that that's been delivered. What this also does is it allows John, the delivery driver, to run his own checkout report at the end of the night, and it has all his deliveries in order and what he owes the house and maybe what he's owed in tips. So it keeps everything organized. It keeps everything set up and everything ready to go under that one delivery driver. And also it keeps the guest informed, and it keeps them from calling the shop and saying, hey, do you know where my delivery is? Do you know what's going on? So it really is interactive, where again, another 2-way integration, helps the customer, helps the driver, helps the business keep everything organized, which is great. Really cool software.
And another example of something that the big boys have, Uber, DoorDash, Grubhub, but most of your places that try to do their own delivery, it just simply too complex and too expensive for them to get that type
and this
thing.
is all included right in the system.
Love it.
And it also allows the business owner to pull up the map on their point of sale to see where their delivery drivers are. So that way they can obviously know they're keeping to their route, but they also know when they're on their way back or close to the shop, so they can set up and stage their next deliveries, which is really nice.
What about for those of us who we need the delivery, but we just don't want to get into the hiring of drivers and dealing with that component? Can I sync this? Can I tie this into my Uber Eats tablet or Grubhub, DoorDash, whatever it is that you use?
Absolutely. So we use a third-party integration. It's called 𝑾𝒆𝒍𝒑𝒐𝒊𝒏𝒕 𝒊𝒐𝒔 is an integration that in most locations, when you do DoorDash or Grubhub or Uber Eats, you have a tablet and you enter, the order comes in through Grubhub, or let's just use Grubhub for example. It makes a little bing. You take the tablet, you go over, you ring in the food, you send it to the kitchen, and when it's ready to go, you have to click on the tablet again, and you have to let the person know it's out for delivery. With the 𝒊𝒐𝒔 integration, that all goes away. So the order's placed on Grubhub, it goes directly through your point of sale into your kitchen, sends to the kitchen, notifies the guest that it's being made. Then when the order comes up, you close the order out. It again notifies the guest again that it's on the way. The Grubhub order, the driver comes in, picks the order up, adios, see you later. We have different forms of payment closure, so you can keep track on your reporting. You can see like, okay, I closed these out to Grubhub. These were Grubhub orders. I know I did $1,000 in Grubhub orders today. Different ways to track those orders. So great integration process, which is cool.
Yeah, and that goes for online ordering, because one thing I noticed again in setting up our system is that currently I've been with you guys forever, but when we started doing online ordering, we had to work in a third-party company. And to sync it up with our Aldello, but it was some of the, like, if there are issues with the credit card, the purchaser or whatever, you got to go through a different person for a refund and whatnot. By tying all of this into one, the online ordering, the delivery ordering, and the in-house ordering, now I'm dealing with one person, one company. You're making my life a lot easier.
Right, and the online ordering is a direct mirror of the in-house ordering. So obviously you have the option to toggle things on and off. So for example, if you sell ice cream in your restaurant and you don't want to sell that online ordering or for an online option, you just toggle the button off, it shuts it off, it grays it out on the online ordering. If you run out of something, so say you have to, you run out of burgers at night, if you take it out of the system in the house, it'll mirror right over to the online ordering. So it's a very much, again, another two-way integration. Everything talks to each other. So you can't, you don't run into those issues of, well, I ordered it online, but they walk in and your order's ready, but sorry, we didn't have those burgers tonight. It just alleviates those issues. So.
You're singing to me, my friend.
Yeah,
all right, so
nice.
I guess you've launched the product today.
Yeah, it's ready. Yeah, it's ready to roll. I mean, you guys are the first ones, and we're out there marketing. We're out there selling the product, and we're ready to go. We've had some real high demand for it, and we're ready to rock and roll. So,
if somebody's watching this, or somebody knows a business person, and it's any kind of food industry, coffee shop,
anything, we can put it anywhere. Yeah, I mean, we can put that anywhere. We have, like I said, we're really focusing on the QSR because of the options it does have, but it's good for restaurants, coffee shops, pizza shops, any sort of anything you could think of in regards to food, and the positive thing too is that we are working on I wouldn't say a side product, but kind of a spin-off that'll be retail based. So it'll be have the ability to do inventory, to do scanning of SKUs, all sorts of different things that in regards to inventory and all that type of stuff that retail requires. So coming soon.
That's the next podcast.
Coming soon.
Yeah. You don't have enough new products.
Yeah, not yet. Yeah, we want to pump the brakes a little bit. So,
I like to see it. I like to see a local business, small business that's growing, and you guys are certainly doing that. So if somebody wants to learn more about the products, wants to maybe talk to somebody, you're the sales manager.
Me.
So
yeah, that's me.
How do they get a hold of you? How do they learn more, man?
Yeah, so best way would be through our website, bostonnorthcompany.com. All the information's there. You can call direct through our sales line. All the numbers are there. There's direct lines to all of us, sales, tech, credit card, all that sort of stuff. Most of the sales go directly to me. So, but yeah, right on our website, bostonnorthcompany.com. All the information's right right there. You can take a look at all the stuff. We have some great pictures. We just updated the website about a month ago, so everything is on there. Brand new images. You can see all the point of sales. You can see all the ATMs we offer, all the menu boards. So it's really interactive website. So please check it out. Everything's right there for you.
All right, you guys are happening.
Awesome.
TJ Lawrence,
Thank you
sales
so much,
manager of
Teddy.
Boston
Appreciate
North
it.
Companies. Thank you for joining us. And please apologize to George that I let people know that he'll do Friday night delivery.
I certainly will. I certainly will.
All right. Thank you to TJ Lawrence from Boston North, and thank you for joining us here on this latest Inside Lowell podcast. Inside Lowell. If Lowell is your home, this is your place.